athlete,
спортсмен,
bride,
невеста,
congratulations,
поздравление,
grandfather, grandpa,
дедушка,
groom,
жених,
guest,
гость,
hitter,
hitter, бьющий о бейсболе,
pitcher,
pitcher, подающий в бейсболе,
reception,
прием гостей,
wedding,
свадьба,
World War I,
Первая мировая война,
World War II,
Вторая мировая война,
to exercise,
упражняться, тренироваться,
to insist,
настаивать,
to interrupt,
прерывать, мешать,
confusing,
сложный, запутанный,
lucky.
счастливый, удачливый.
He pays for it later.
Потом он расплачивается за это.
He was the center of attention.
Он был в центре внимания.
Hello, Mrs. Willis. I want to thank you for inviting me to the wedding and the reception.
You're welcome. I wanted you to see my grandfather with the family.
Is family very important to him?
Family is very important to him, and he's very important to the family. He's the one that wanted you to come to the wedding.
How is Mr. Bishop today?
He's wonderful. He loves a celebration. Of course, he pays for it later.
What do you mean he pays for it later?
He eats too much. He drinks too much. He gets tired very quickly. Look at him now.
He's the center of attention.
After the bride and groom, he's the most popular guest. Have you met the bride and groom?
I know the bride. I met the groom only briefly.
I forgot. Of course you know the bride. She's a friend of your family.
That's right. I've known the family for years. I'd like to talk to the groom.
Certainly. Come with me. Troy, I'd like you to meet Mr. Lerner.
Oh, hi. You're the reporter here to talk to Great-Grandpa Jack.
That's right. And congratulations to you.
Thanks. Isn't my wife beautiful?
Yes, you're very lucky.
You want to talk about Grandpa Jack, not the bride, don't you?
I don't mind talking about the bride. She's the one that I know already. But I do want to talk about your great-grandfather.
This is his house. Did you know Melissa's family wanted to have the reception at their house, but Grandpa Jack insisted. We thought it would be easier for him in his own house.
How is he?
He's fine. He's very old, of course. He's 100 years old.
He looks very good. Is he healthy?
Quite. He exercises. He watches what he eats. He's very thin, but not too thin. My mother takes good care of him. Have you talked to him?
Not yet.
Would you like to meet him now?
Of course, but I don't want to interrupt.
That's all right. He's talking to neighbors.
I'll introduce myself. You get back to Melissa.
Thanks.
Hello there.
Good afternoon. I'm Martin Lerner.
Jack Bishop.
How are you, Mr. Bishop?
I'm perfect.
Perfect. That's wonderful.
For a 100-year-old.
Well, Grandpa, how are you?
I'm all right. How did you think I'd be? Do you know this man?
Yes, this is Martin Lerner.
I know who he is. He's the one that's writing the story.
That's right.
I was in World War I. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Writing the story.
That's right.
I was in World War I. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. How many children do you have, Mr. Bishop?
Just one.
That was my father.
He was killed in World War II.
I was just a baby. I don't even remember him.
I felt terrible. He was so young. She grew up with an old man like me.
I liked it. You were a nice old man.
But you didn't know John. He was a wonderful son. He was handsome, smart, and a great athlete.
Just like you.
Were you athletic, Mr. Bishop?
I guess I was. I played baseball. I liked all kinds of ball games.
Were you a good runner?
I was fast. And I was a good hitter.
He still played softball when I was a little girl.
I was a pitcher. I was the oldest pitcher playing.
Not really. You weren't that old.
I was. But all the men were old. The young men were all in the war.
What did you look like?
Just like I do now.
He was tall, of course. He had dark brown hair then. He was really quite handsome.
I was a lot like Troy. Do you know Troy?
We've met.
I imagined we looked alike. But I was old when Troy was born. My son looked like that, too.
Is this confusing, Mr. Lerner?
What do you mean?
It's such a mixture of grandfathers, grandsons, great-grandsons.
Let me see. Mr. Bishop had one son. He died in the Second World War. That son had children.
Only one, me.
Okay. That son had one daughter.
Oh, she's my granddaughter.
That granddaughter had children.
Only one, Troy.
So Troy is your great-grandson.
And maybe next year I'll have a great-great-grandson.
Oh, Grandpa.
I can't wait forever. Where is he? I want to talk to him.